Look at that. An investor with 80,000 invested. Now this 80,000 is actually your total what? Investment. Total, okay? And then they say invested 40,000. Be careful. Now look at that. 40,000 in what? Preference shares. Okay? Now, let's put a note here. Number 1. Okay? We have total investment 80,000, correct? And then you invested in preference share how much? 40,000. Okay, continue. Then you have 0.5 per share, 0.5 par. They already gave you the par value lah. So this is what? Purchase price. Okay. And then 25,000 pounds in what? Ordinary shares. So in your OS, ordinary shares, you invested what? 25,000. Are we okay so far? And then you have 1.25. Now this 1.25 is your purchase price. And then you have par. The balance, look at that. The balance was invested in what? Stock. So we also have stock. So can you calculate for me how much the balance in stock? So what do? You take the 80,000 minus 40 minus 25. So you get 15, correct? See? So you get 15,000. Okay, balance 15,000 lah. Okay, balance. Remember, balance. Now, and then they said 5 per unit. Now, what is this 5 per unit? Also purchase price law. How much you bought the stock? Purchase price. And after 3 years, now look at that. After 3 years, total investment was sold. So all this is what? Selling price, correct? Very clear here. Okay. And then ordinary share dividend, they already gave you a dividend 8%, 5% and what? 3%. Okay. Already given. Preference share percentage is here 8.25. Okay. 8.25%. Change it to decimal, easier. Now, can you see the problem here? What they want here? Total profit or loss. Am I right? So to calculate total profit, we need dividend. Am I right? Okay. So what's the formula first? Let's put the formula first. Number 2. They want total profit or loss. What's the formula, class? Dividend plus what? Profit, or maybe what? A loss lah, from the sales of shares. Just add one more. And what? Stock. You also have stock there, what? Tambah je lah. And stock. It is the same formula only, correct? Same thing only. So just tambah. Now, number 3, we need to calculate the dividend. So you start with what? Ordinary share. So what's the formula? Rate times par value times number of shares. Now, can you see the problem? Do we have number of shares? No. I know most of you went and take the value and times. That's why you never get the answer. All this is what? Look at that. All this is what? Pounds. Value. You cannot take this. You need to find the what? you need to find what is your number of shares and also what? Number of units. Why I say number of units? This is for shares, this is for what? Stock. Stock we don't call shares, correct? We call units. Okay? So can you find for me how to find these shares here for preference share? Number one. How to find? How to find? Any idea? What's the formula? What's the formula, class? What's the formula? Now, how you get sum invested? SI. SI means sum invested, right? How you get sum invested? You take purchase price times with what? Number of shares. This is the formula, right? Now what you must do? Reverse law. Okay. Now we need to find this, right? Okay. So you reverse law. So number of shares equivalent to what? SI divide what? Purchase price. Correct or not? You reverse the formula. So first one, you take the 40,000 divided by what? What is the purchase price for preference share? Go back to the question. 50 cents there. So 0.5. So you get So you get 80,000 shares. Okay, you get 80,000 shares. Same thing here. 25,000 divided by what? What is the purchase price for ordinary share? There, 1.25. So how much you get? So do you get 20,000? 20,000 shares. Am I right? Okay. Same thing goes to stock. 15,000 divided by what is the purchase price for stock? There, 5. So you divide by 5 lor. So you get 3,000. 3,000 units. Remember, units. $3,000 units. This one also use the same formula, right? SI purchase price times what? Units. So if you want to find the units, SI divide by what? Purchase price. It's the same thing anyway. Jangan marah lah. Sorry lah soalan. Bukan saya seret. Okay, now, so we already find the missing values. Now we can go back to the dividend here and then work out the what? Answer. So what do you do? Now you plus all the what? These 3 dividends, correct? Dividend rates, how much you get? 8% plus 5% plus 3%. How much you get? 16. So 16 comes here. So what's the par value for ordinary share? There, £1. So £1 comes here. times with number of shares is 20,000 shares. So how much here? So you get 3,200. Next, for preference share, same thing, straight jump into the working because the same formula. Now, what's the rate? 8.25%, par value also 0.5 times with 80,000 shares, but class don't forget must times what? 3 years. So you will get 9,900, correct? So this is dividend lah, okay? Okay, my next question, dividend already done. Do we have interest for stock or not? Do we have interest for stock or not? Don't have. Why? Because the rate is not given. Okay, the rate is not given and the par value is not given also, correct? So we can't find law. Okay, so forget it about the interest. Number 4, straight jump into the what? Profit what? Or loss from the what? Sales of shares and stock. Okay, now so we start from the shares first. Ordinary share, ordinary share. So what's the formula? Selling price, purchase price times what? Number of shares. So what's the selling price? There, 1.2. So take your 1.2 minus what? What's your purchase price? 1.25. So be careful, this is loss times with 20,000 shares. So how much you lost? So you lost 1,000. So later we need to minus, no? Okay. Next, preference share. Same formula, straight jump into the working. What is your selling price? 0.65 minus your purchase price 0.5 times with what? 80,000 shares. So you will get 12,000 profit, correct? Check. So we will be done with the shares. Next, you move on with stock. So when it comes to stock, same formula, selling price minus purchase price, but just change the shares to what? Units, because stocks We call as units lah, not shares. Okay. Now, so how much you sell the stock? Go back to the question there. 6.5. So 6.5 minus your purchase price is 5 times with how many thousand units? That comes here. 3,000 units. Okay. So then you times here 3,000 units. How much you get? So you get profit of 4,000. Okay. Then number 5. Now you calculate your total profit. Definitely it's going to be profit. Okay. So total profit. Take from the dividend. So your dividend is 3,200 plus 9,900 plus your 12,000 plus 4,500. At last you minus the what? Minus your 1,000 because it's loss. So check, you should able to get 28,600. Are you okay, guys? So this is how you do question number 6.